And the red balloon. Good night there. Good night there. Good night. And good night, Nicholas. Good night, little Howard.
Trời, nó cục tóc như sao?
Good night. My name is Good night, nobody. My name is Andrew. Good night. My name is My name is Good night, stars. And good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Good night. When you go home and you're laying in your bed, maybe you can say good night to your bed. Good night. If you get super quiet, I'll tell you a very scary story after this one. This is called Around the House, the Fox Chased the Mouse. Now, I don't know if you know this, that foxes are a little bit sly. And foxes like to eat animals that are much smaller than they are. And so this fox is after this mouse. Around the house, the fox chased the mouse. There's the fox. There's the mouse. Under the fence. Into the barn. Out the window. Through the chicken coop. Beneath the tractor. Across the field. Beside the river. I'm telling you what, that fox is after that mouse. Up the tree. Off the branch. Between the signs. And over the rock. Until you're it. And over the rock, the mouse chased the fox. Last story. It is 7:27. We have time for one story left. And this is a very scary story, so get set down and get ready for it. Once upon a time, there was a teeny tiny lady. And the teeny tiny woman lived in a teeny tiny house. She lived in that teeny tiny house with her teeny tiny dog. She went to the teeny tiny dog's cabinet and opened it up. There was no bone. The teeny tiny lady said, I need to give him a bone. So the teeny tiny lady took her teeny tiny purse and got in her teeny tiny car. She drove down the teeny tiny road to the teeny tiny store. As soon as she got to the teeny tiny store, she bought him a teeny tiny bone. And she stuck it right inside of her purse. The teeny tiny lady went home. And she put the teeny tiny bone up in her cabinet. And then she got into her bed because she was so tired. Oh, thought the teeny tiny lady, I think I'll take a nap. The teeny tiny lady got into her teeny tiny bed for a teeny tiny bit. And just as she closed her teeny tiny eyes, she heard, give me back my bone. The teeny tiny lady got a teeny bit scared and sat straight up. What in the world was that? The teeny tiny lady lay back down in her teeny tiny bed, and she closed her eyes and teeny tiny when she once again hurried. Give me back my bone. The teeny tiny lady took her blanket and covered herself up a teeny bit more. This time she was shaken just a teeny tiny bit. She laid in the bed a little bit, and she heard the voice again. Give me back my bone. Are you scared yet? Oh, okay, I'm going to keep going then. The teeny tiny lady took her covers and covered herself up a teeny bit more. This time she covered herself up all the way up. She was so scared that she just started to doze off again. And she heard, give me back my bone. Supper, you've had your dessert, you've had your fruit, you've had your vegetables, and you've had your bedtime stories. It is time for you to go home and go to bed, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Good night.